Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Magnum Martell, and welcome back to another beautiful video here on my channel, where we once again have to sit down and talk about some crazy stuff going on within the gaming industry. So, Grand Theft Auto, one of the oldest franchises alive in gaming today. One of the original edgy franchises that started its life out as a top-down side-scroller. I guess you would call it a side-scroller? Either way, where you play as either a police officer or a criminal, and you effectively run people over. A game that was heralded and hated at the same time for the violence committed in its original form. A franchise that has, for the last 2 decades, essentially been the center of a great many controversies, stemming not only from Jack Thompson and his crusade against violence in video games, where it was the sole reason that it's been proven so many times that no, video games do not cause violence. This is a franchise that has evolved greatly over the decades. It's had some subjects that it's been afraid to touch. For example, in Grand Theft Auto 4, they removed planes from the game so the player couldn't plow them into buildings, emulating what happened in 2001. But over the years, this franchise, steeped in controversy and beloved for its violence and cartoonish fun, where the player has the freedom to do whatever they want. Basically, the founder of the open world freedom genre is Grand Theft Auto 5. And despite the many subjects that it has refused to touch with a 10-foot pole, there have been a great many subjects that it has been unafraid to take on full force and be the one to say, you know what, let's make fun of this a little bit. This is a franchise that has included the face of Hillary Clinton as the Statue of Liberty holding a coffee cup. This is a franchise that has had uncensored male genitals. This is a franchise that has missions where you play as a paparazzi member and take pictures of a celebrity fucking in her backyard. This is a franchise that has a parody character of Hillary Clinton that supposedly killed her husband for his fortune and political power. This is a franchise that is unafraid to do what others are afraid to do.
Next, I'll have this thing so far up your ass, your tonsils will be playing shadow puppets. You think we can't do that? We can. It's in our guidelines.
I don't know what you're talking about. I installed cinema equipment, not surveillance.
Grab his other arm.
No.
You think you're impenetrable?
No.
See how you feel when this is 18 inches deep inside. Get the lube. Actually, fuck the lube. Let's dry dock it. The world thinks you're dead, genius. Soon you'll be wishing you were.
This is a franchise that was once the original edgelord in all of its purest formats. This is a franchise that, through the rise of social justice, political activism, and of course, none other than the complete hostile takeover of the enemy of the gaming industry, that has completely lost its edge. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Despite the fact that this game has been re-released 3 or 4 fucking times, and all of us would just like the company to make another game, transphobic content has been removed from Grand Theft Auto 5 remasters following campaign from Outmaking Games. Jesus fucking H. Cock-sucking Christ. Alright, buckle up, grab your popcorn, let's take a look at this article, and I've got some shit to say about it. Rockstar has removed transphobic content from the recently released PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, Series S versions of Grand Theft Auto 5. Spotted by Reddit user J. Prospero, thanks to Ars Technica, the Captain Space Toy action figure has been altered in the game arcade. Originally, it wore a hot pink and had interchangeable genitalia. That just sounds like the most Grand Theft Auto thing fucking ever. Why would you get rid of that? And now its alternative outfit with possible vomit direction. Further, Rockstar has removed the trans caricatures that would spawn outside of the Cockatoo's nightclub. Okay, now I do know what they're talking about here. In the game, at least in the old versions of the game, not in this newer version, there were characters, NPCs, that you would find while wandering the map, mostly in downtown Los Angeles, not far from Michael's house, at a nightclub that are basically drag queens. They're men that are dressed like women and they have wigs on and shit. I'm pretty sure there's a TV show that's all about that kind of thing. I can't remember what the hell the name is. It has that one guy in it. I think his name's Paul or something. Okay, I found it. It was RuPaul's Drag Race. That's what I was thinking of. Okay, anyway, bottom line is they've removed these characters and a fuck ton of dialogue. So much for the representation of the drag queens, huh? I guess the virtue signaling is more important. Ironic as fuck, but let's get back to the article. Christy Cloud, administrator for the GTA fan site GTANet, spotted the change and shared on Twitter the caricatures labeled drag queens in-game have been disabled in the main game, but still appear in director mode. However, the dialogue concerning the characters has been removed, including transphobic lines from the lead characters. Okay, I feel like this is important to point out. Drag queens and trans people are not the same fucking thing. Okay? That they're very, very different, actually. And if you compare a trans person to a drag queen, that trans person very well might punch you in the fucking mouth. Believe me, I have seen it happen. It ain't a pretty sight. Anyway, then they share the tweet here from the person. In new GTA 5 GTA Online, Rockstar appear to have disabled the trans caricatures or drag queens from spawning outside cockatoos. This could be following the plea from Outmaking Games last year. I hope this provides comfort to anyone who felt these NPCs depicted harmful stereotypes. Fucking blue check marks. You shouldn't be running the fucking website. The changes come in part due to a pressure campaign from Outmaking Games, a group compromising LGBT members of the industry. Great. Just great, because that's what we needed. Another version of the fucking ADL. In September last year, the group wrote an open letter to Rockstar specifically requesting the removal of certain content from the remasters, referencing an article by Kotaku writer Caroline Payette. Alright, let's take a look at that article real fast. I'm not going to read the whole thing, actually. I remember this one. I remember this article. I was going to do a video on this when it first came out, where she was specifically bitching about this. That was going to be an episode of Games Journalism. We reject any argument of equal opportunity violence against all types of characters in GTA 5, reads the letter. That argument is missing the point. Given the cultural impact of GTA 5 has around the world, Rockstar has a social responsibility to your players, many of whom may be LGBT, to your staff, and to the world at large, not to promote violence against trans and gender diverse people. Jesus fucking H. Cock-sucking Christ. I have to say it again. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of what started Gamergate all the way back in 2014. Because I remember when that happened, when I first discovered what was going on. Picture the scene. You're sitting on your fucking couch, watching fucking YouTube videos, when you see a video pop up about Grand Theft Auto and violence against women, and you see this ugly bitch bitching about how violence against women isn't acceptable, and the people in the video are discussing it like they're taking her seriously. Just to think how fucking far we have fallen. This is exactly the same thing. This is literally the argument against Anita and her people was, who cares? It's a bunch of fucking pixels on a screen. It's not like it's real violence. And her argument was that it causes real life violence. And these people are rehashing the same argument. It's exactly the same. This is the exact same situation, just swapping out women for trans people. Am I the only one who remembers that? I've watched other people who I follow who are like me, commentators, talk about this subject, and none of them mentioned how similar, how exact this is to what happened all the way back in 2014. Dear God, history is repeating itself. I'm living it again. Is this hell? Am I trapped in a fucking time loop? I mean, holy fuck. Okay, let's finish this article. The group has now responded to these changes. Grand Theft Auto 5 is a wildly popular game with millions of players worldwide, and this change can have a huge impact on the way those players see trans people, reads the response. Thank you to everyone at Rockstar who prioritized this issue. We ourselves are game developers and understand that even small changes like this take coordinated time and effort. And then there's the tweet here about their open letter. So really what this comes down to is this is a bunch of ball babies who claim to be game developers themselves, who claim to be fans, who got butthurt that they didn't like a depiction of an NPC in the game, and that the NPC could be, you know, committed violence upon, just like every other fucking character in the game. I hate this. I really do. This reminds me of a couple of years ago where that dude killed the woman suffrage character in Red Dead 2 in like 100 different ways, and they made it so that you can't actually damage her because of it. I can't fucking believe this is happening again. This is the second goddamn time. It's the same exact argument just being rehashed, and now they've just removed the models. I mean, granted, I'd rather they remove the models than, you know, just make it so you can't damage them. There's going to come a point where Grand Theft Auto is literally going to just get scrubbed and make itself to where you can only shoot straight white men. That's what's going to happen. I swear to God. By the time GTA 6 comes out, there's going to be trans characters and female characters and black dudes that you can't damage. Your guns will have no impact on them, and the only thing you can kill is white men. I know that's what's going to happen. That's where we are going. It's going to turn into a Ubisoft game, but worse. Instead of just punishing you for killing NPCs, it's just going to make it so you can only kill certain ones. This is so fucking stupid, and I can't believe that Rockstar Games, of all people, the people that originally were laughing at Gamergate and Anita Sarkeesian, the people that were against her, are now just giving these people whatever the fuck they want. Then again, I shouldn't be surprised. Take-Two probably made them do it, and the Rockstar team has probably been taken over by these fucking social justice activists and diversity hires. This drives me nuts that I'm watching history repeat itself before my very eyes, and now this is normal. There's not half as much backlash to this as there should have been, as there would have been a couple of years ago, because everybody's just given up hope. I don't know. I mean, I wasn't going to buy these re-releases of the game anyway. I own 2 copies of this game. I had it on Xbox 360. I had it on Xbox One. I still do have it on Xbox One. Granted, I didn't buy it the second time. It was a gift. You know, a buddy of mine got it for me because he wanted to play GTA Online together. Whatever. If I want to play GTA 5, I'll go play that version. Because that version, it has everything from the 360. It just runs a little smoother and is a little prettier. I don't really give a shit. I'm not buying these. And if anything, if I was buying these, this would make me be against buying them because I won't put up with censorship. The censorship of video games is getting worse. It's to the point now where all you have to do is be a certain fucking minority group and cry, we don't like this because it depicts bad things against us. And they fucking do whatever that you want. I hate it so much. Thank you all for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. My name is Magnum Martel. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about these changes and the reason for them. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one. Don't forget to go check out all of my other socials, and I'll see you in the next one. This is just fucking agitating. I need a fucking beer.